Good morning students. In my previous video I started chapter 4 water, and in that I taught you till solute, solvent and solution. About solution I have taught you and what type of solutions are there. Now I am going to start types of solution. How many types of solutions are there? There are 3 types of solutions. First is saturated solution, second is unsaturated solution, and third is supersaturated solutions. What are these solutions? Saturated solution. A saturated solution is the one in which no more solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature. In which no more solute can be dissolved. Suppose you take a glass water and some sugar. Okay, after some time you just dissolve in it some sugar. After some time you will see that sugar will not dissolve in that. Okay, so that type of saturated after some time you will see that is saturated. Saturated solution is that. And unsaturated solution is what? In which it is capable of dissolving more solute than it already contains at the same temperature. An unsaturated solution is this unsaturated solution. Its the example is vinegar. Vinegar can dissolve more solute in it. Okay, so vinegar is an unsaturated solution. And what is supersaturated solution? Supersaturated solution is the one which contains more solute than could be dissolved in the solvent under normal condition. That is supersaturated solution. Its example is carbonated water. Carbonated water is the example of supersaturated solution because it can dissolve more solute. It can dissolve more solute in it. So that is called supersaturated solution. So types of solution, there are 3 types of solution students: saturated solution, unsaturated solution and supersaturated solution. Okay, so in your book some questions are given after this. So I am going to give the answers. Here it is given. Let me open. Choose the correct options. A substance that is dissolved in another substance is called solute. Its answer is solute. Second one is, which of the following is not a source of water? Options are given: wells, rain, water pipe. So water pipe is not a source of water. Third, water is known as the universal solvent because it can dissolve many salts in it. Second one, it is used for many purposes. And third one is, it is present everywhere. So answer is first one, it can dissolve many salts in it. Fourth, the concentration of salt in seawater is called salinity. Concentration of salt in seawater, it is called salinity. 3 options are there: salinity, solubility, purity. So about it, salinity is the concentration of seawater. Fifth one, carbonated water is an example of, just now I have told, that is the example of supersaturated solution. So choose the correct option is over, and after that water pollution is there. So water pollution. What is water pollution? Water is said to be polluted if it contains harmful substances, impurities that make it unfit for drinking, bathing or agriculture. Suppose dirty water is there at your home and somebody will say that you just take bath. Okay, so will you take? No. So that is polluted water. And water is primarily polluted by domestic and industrial wastes, which are often dumped into rivers. With increase in population and industrial activities, the amount of waste dumped into river has become very high. So many causes are there of water pollution. First one is domestic sewage, second one is agricultural waste, industrial waste is third one, and petroleum spill is fourth. Domestic sewage, household waste includes dirt from washing of clothes and utensils, etc., flushed down the toilets, and food waste washed down the drains. They are normally disposed of into water bodies such as lake, rivers or sea. Domestic sewage contains harmful bacteria that can cause disease such as diarrhea, typhoid and cholera and jaundice also. So I think you understood about it. Domestic sewage are all the dumps goes to river, and the river water make unfit for any work, and it causes for diarrhea and cholera and jaundice, all these things. Okay, so domestic sewage is the first cause for water pollution. Secondly is agricultural waste. For agriculture, what is there? Farmers uses now insecticide, pesticide, weedicide, like these are chemical fertilizers which make the soil more fertile. The crops are grown, but it's soaked by the soil. These fertilizers, these chemical fertilizers, soaked by soils, and it go to underground water, and underground water is becoming unfit for drinking. Underground water is becoming polluted. So that is why agricultural waste that makes the water, underground water, especially underground water, that make unfit for drinking. The next one is industrial waste. So many industries are there this time, and in their waste water is there, because their waste goes through water into the rivers. That's why rivers are becoming polluted due to these industrial waste. All the wastes are going by their drains to the rivers, and all nearby their lakes and rivers. That's why they are making that they are becoming unfit for drinking or doing other work also. The last one is petroleum spill. Petroleum spill. What is petroleum spill? Leakage of petroleum from transporting pipes and ships causes water pollution. This not only poisons the water, but also form a thin layer of petroleum on the surface, thus preventing air from getting into the water. This kills the marine animals. Petroleum spills. So you can understand what that leakage of petroleum. What is leakage of petroleum? When petrol leakage from the transporting pipes are going through the seas and oceans. So you can see that leakage. If leakage is there, then petroleum spill is there, and it make a thin layer on water, and that's why marine life doesn't get air from atmosphere, and they kills. That is why these 4 causes are there. First one is domestic waste, second one is agricultural waste, third one is industrial waste, and fourth one is petroleum spills. Okay students, so these are the causes of water pollution. In my next video, I will teach you prevention of water pollution. Okay, so in this video till here only. Thank you children.